Welcome back to Tina's Tiny Kitchen. Today it's Mother's Day and I'm going to be making a tea party for, my mom, my daughter, and my neighbor. I'm going to show you how I do everything for the tea party, including kind of some of the decorations. So I'm going to be making scones, lemon curd, a shrimp salad, tomato and basil sandwiches, and butternut squash soup, and a cobbler. So yeah, here we go. Let's get started.
Tina Tiny's Kitchen.
Okay, for your shrimp salad, you're gonna need a jalapeno. You're gonna dice it really small. Thinly sliced onions, mango. I took the time to cut it without showing it on here because it would have took forever. I did my shrimp, deveined it, and all that bullshit. It was almost fake because it was already done on this side. I was like, what the fuck? So I thought it was going to be plastic, but I did have to cut it out in the middle, so it was real. Cilantro. Avocado. You're going to use chili powder, some honey, avocado oil, some salt, some lettuce. You're going to tear this lettuce up. And you're going to use lime juice and the lime zest. For the dressing, I'm going to try to squeeze out a teaspoon of honey. Oh, fuck it, I put a tablespoon. What are you going to do? And 2 teaspoons of this chopped jalapeno. Then all the cilantro. Then lemon, or it's actually lime juice, and lastly, besides the salt, salt, oh gosh, okay, and lastly is the lemon zest. I'm gonna scrape it and put it in there. And whisk it all together and set it to the side. This is not whisking, but okay, I'll get a whisk. I put like another tablespoon of honey because I didn't like how thin it was. So that's put to the side. I already teared this up like I told you to. Don't chop it because it won't look as pretty. Make sure you get some kind of lettuce that has... I got this romaine. It was like a different romaine, not like the regular one because it had this green at the end. I wanted it to look fancy and have like some nice texture to it. The salad's real easy. You're just gonna put your onions in. Come on. And toss it together. Obviously later, I'm going to cook the shrimp, which is going to be really easy. I'm not even going to show you how to do it. Just grill it on your cast iron or some pan with some olive oil and the chili powder. And then I'm not going to put avocado or the mango yet, or the shrimp, until I'm ready to serve because I don't want it to be all soggy. And then you put the dressing on top. Thought I was playing, huh? So this isn't my first rodeo for the tea party. I've made all different kinds of sandwiches. So this time it'll be tomato with basil, and then you use the cream cheeses to spread. But anyways, cut your tomatoes as thin as you can, because I'm not going to be using the GMO tomatoes. I'll use cherry or plum. So cut them as thin as you can and take all the seeds out. Yeah, this time I wasn't playing around, so I bought myself two new little, plants of basil. So they're beautiful and they're fresh. So tear them off, wash them, and have enough for your garnish and the inside of each little tea sandwich. So I toasted the bread, and then you put the jalapeno cheese spread or the chive cheese spread, whatever you want. Put some basil down, and then you're going to put your tomatoes down, and then put your little your lid on your other toast, and then put a little piece of basil down and put your little toothpick in it because it's got to be fancy. It's a tea sandwich for a teapot tea. Okay, for the... what was it? I don't even know what I'm making. Squash soup. You're going to need heavy cream, onions chopped, some maple syrup, obviously a butternut squash. This was the last one at the store, so I got freaking blessed. Salt, pepper, olive oil. You're gonna put it on you're gonna chop it up, put it on this baking sheet and bake it. That's what I'm warming the oven up for. And if you don't have, because they want you to use chicken broth, or yeah, they want me to use chicken broth. No, I don't have any chicken broth, so I'm making this fake chicken broth. So you just use the chicken bouillon with some water, and there's your chicken broth. Obviously, cutting it is a total nightmare. I hope you have a really sharp knife because it's very hard to cut. Anyways, once it's all done and cut, you're gonna put it. I already put some oil down. No, I don't have a perfect pan. I've made a meal or two. So put it all down right here. And you could season it if you want. I guess I'll season it with salt and pepper. And then you're going to bake it for 30 to 40 minutes until it gets soft. And put some more avocado oil down. I do not use olive oil. I use avocado oil. So melt some butter in your pan. Where the heck is my onions? My God, this place is a fucking mess. Okay. And put all your onions in there to saute. Make sure they get all caramelized. Then where I had my chicken broth, I'm going to put all my squash that's already done. Put all that in there. Okay, I'm going to have to do it off camera because, I mean, I had to relight my stove. My pilot went out. It's just constant disaster. Onions are all done. Pour them in there. Burned my fucking finger. A 1/4 cup of syrup for sweetness, and a 1/2 cup of heavy cream, and salt and pepper. Now, at this point, I'm going to do the pepper off camera. If you had a pulverizer, you would, you know, that thing that to make it all smooth, you would do that, but I don't. So I'm going to have to transfer this into my blender and blend it. Extremely careful when you do it in a blender. You can't fill it up all the way. You're going to have to fill it up like halfway because it's hot. It's hot soup, and then it just goes squirting everywhere. Anyways, there's my soup. Gosh. Okay, on to the next thing. I spilled chili powder. I need to start recovering some of this mess. Cobbler mix. I'm using this Cobbler. So I put some of the mix in there. I'll put the milk. You know, just follow the directions. I have to do something cheater because I got too much going on. So I rubbed butter all over the baking dish. Now I've got boiling water. You're going to add some sugar. Hopefully I don't pour too much because... Okay, let me do it off camera. Add sugar. I'll be right back. Okay. You dissolve the sugar in there and then put some berries, whatever berries you want. I'm going to put, these are blackberries and blueberries. And you're going to cook it down for like, I don't know, a few minutes till it gets kind of like syrupy. And then I'll pour this over my little mixture of, what's it called? You know, the cobbler powder stuff, and bake it. So that's my dessert. So it's all syrupy like this. So you're going to pour that on top of this. Like that. And then you're going to put brown sugar on top and little butter cubes. I have a tea party without lemon curd and scones. So for the lemon curd, you'll need 1/4 cup of butter, 4 eggs, 4 lemons. You know, usually I use limes, but you do need lemons for lemon curd. Make sure you wash this really good because you need the zest. Some salt and sugar. So I juiced the lemons. Now you're going to take the zest. You sliced all the zest off, and you're going to put it in a food processor and pulse it until it turns into a really fine zest. I had just opened this. I got it like 2 birthdays ago from my ex. Barely using it. Okay, so I'm going to put it all in. I'm I'm excited. I've always wanted one of these. Works amazing. I would have had to sit there and take forever to do that. Okay, now you're going to add oh God, I'm so excited I can't even talk. 1.5 cups of sugar. I have to do it off camera because I got to take this whole thing off just to put the sugar in. So this just happened. I mean, oh, I've got a headache. I've been up so many hours. So I mixed all the sugar with the lemon zest. This thing's freaking amazing. It would have took me forever. Like, this was one of the things I dreaded making when I make tea parties, is lemon curd, because I used to have to do it by blender. So, the gift that keeps on giving, because I just opened it today, and today's Mother's Day. He actually used to always make my Mother's Days like super special for me. We were together for 4 Mother's Days. This would have been the 5th. So blend that together. And I didn't even have any children with him. But he used to always make them really special. Anyways, yeah, he already called to wish me a happy Mother's Day. That was sweet. Do 1 egg at a time. I'm not going to do it on here because I will get shell in there. So 1 egg at a time until you do all 4 eggs. I still got eggshell in there even though I did it off camera. Okay, so I put all 4 eggs in. Make sure you scrape down the sides. And now, come on. Now you're going to pour in your lemon juice. Look at this handy dandy little spout that I can pour it into. It's just completely fabulous. I've loved this gift. It's one of my favorite gifts of all time. And then let's put a little salt in there too, because I guess it's supposed to cancel out all the sugar. I'm not going to put a lot. You know, they always tell you, oh, put like a fucking teaspoon or a yeah, don't do all that. Just do a little sprinkle. Oh, God. Okay. And, come on. It even lets me do a lot with one hand. Okay, so pour in all your lemon juice and you're going to be all done. And that's lemon. Play around with it because my lemon juice was making it get really thin, and it's not supposed to be thin. It's supposed to be thick. So I had to put more butter in. And I think I'm going to have to put another egg. I had to put more butter and more sugar. So I'm going to have to put 1 more egg too to make it thicker. Where I went wrong, but I would have liked it way thicker than this. So don't put that much lemon juice. Maybe put more zest next time. Zest more lemons because you need it thick. It's never came out this thin. I don't know if it's because I pulsed it to high hell. That might be why. Oh my God. I'm running out of time. Heavy cream for the scones, baking powder, a stick of cold butter, sugar, salt, flour, and an egg. Say 1.5 cups of flour, 2 teaspoons of baking powder, a 1/3 cup of sugar, and some salt. It says a 1/4, but you know I never put that whole fucking thing in there. And now sift this. Okay, to the sifted bowl, you'll add all this butter. I cut it up and I try to make little cubes, but I ain't got fucking time. So all the butter, a whole stick of butter, and then you cream it together. Creaming with a pastry blender. So you just like cut it in like this. Okay, it should look like that or more chopped up. And then I added an egg to my heavy cream, and now I'm going to beat that in and slowly drizzle it in, form a ball, roll it out, and cut the cookie cutter thing and bake it. Okay, they're ready to go in the oven at 375 for, I don't know, just watch them. Don't let them burn. And to make like a, what is it, like a party bag for them. So one of the things that's going in there that's super fancy is a fan. Where is it not fancy that you don't have a fan? Like, it's like super fancy. Having a fan is like the most fancy thing of all fucking times. But anyways, and then I'm giving them a sachet that goes into your drawer. Palo Santo is like super spiritual. It wards off all the fucking negative ass fucking energy from these motherfucking demons that are trying to fucking get us. But I think I'm only having like my mom, there's all my cookbooks from all the recipes I had to get ready. My mom, my neighbor, because so my neighbor, I'm drinking this. The Celtics just lost. I'm not in the fucking mood. I've got my jam ready from my stepmom. Oh my god, I didn't invite my stepmom. Oh my god, I have to text her. Yeah. So my neighbor, she is not speaking to her daughter, and I've been there. Sometimes I don't speak to my daughter. Sometimes I don't speak to some of my children. Right now I'm not speaking to my son, and it's fucking completely devastating because you're the mom, you know? You're the mom that brought these children, these souls into the universe. You were the vessel. And for them not to talk to you, it's devastating. Oh my god, I have to text your little bouquet. You're gonna fill this up. Look at, these don't even stay down. And then sprinkle your little aspirin in there. It does definitely preserves the flowers. And come on. These things are fragile. It was definitely a cute idea, but in order for them, these little tangerines, these mandarins to stay down, I had to put limes to hold them down. Huh. Naturally, for the vase, for the other flowers, it's way up there, and I'm going to have to climb. Look, here's another one I made. I wanted to make sure I got a sunflower for my little Juanita that passed away, and daisies because of my daughter, purple for me, the aqua, and this color also for my daughter. She's like the garnet color. Little setup. I haven't put the tea in yet because, well, you know, because they're not here yet. So I have another teapot is on its way, and these are just decorative. These were my grandma's, her and her. She asked me what I wanted from her house before she passed away, and it was those. Her little friend in Oregon made them for her when she lived in Oregon. So yeah, here it is, looking good. This is my parents, my biological father and mother's china, and so I'm using that. There's little flowers I made. Here's Sky's side. The daisies will be by her, Skyland Daisy, and she has a bell. And there's a bell here from Hawaii. And here's my other little area. My grandma is no longer with us. She loved hummingbirds. I have to charge my speaker. And yeah, born in Hawaii. And there's me and my daughter when she was a baby. A baby! And my mom got me that when I was, I think when I was pregnant with Sky or when I had her. This was my grandma's. May she be traveling well in her wonderful 12th dimension. Here's my cobbler. It's bubbling. It was bubbling. Yeah, it's still bubbling. Smells good, looks good. Scones are in the oven. You don't want to see what my oven looks like. Alright, here's my scones with my lemon curd and my jam from my stepmama Dee Dee. Can't have a tea party without tea, so here's my chai tea with my cream and my little sugar cubes. And then here's my shrimp salad. I added my mangoes and my dressing and my avocado. Here's my delicious butternut squash soup. Topped it with a dollop of sour cream and chives. Then here's my tomato basil sandwich. It was fucking bomb. These are really good. The cobbler topped with some more blueberries. It's not the best picture. It was pretty tasty. It wasn't the best ever. And your last course always has to be some sorbet I've got what is it, a blackberry on top, and then these are little tea cakes. Here's my little party goers, my mom and my daughter. I hope they had a great time. I know they did. Here's my neighbor. She decked out her own hat. I love that hat. Looks great. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Give it a thumbs up, and happy Mother's Day to all the moms out there. Bye.